How's it going, everybody? Today I want to talk about web application development in Python. So why do we want to build a web application? Well, whenever we have a Python backend, meaning we have some sort of Python script or application that accomplishes a task, we are going to want to eventually display that information or those analytics or whatever we've done in our Python code to the user on a front end. And instead of a traditional desktop application, it's becoming more and more common to see web applications with this functionality. So we're going to be using Flask, which is a library that you can install by running a simple pip install Flask. And Flask is going to allow us to create lightweight web applications in Python. So it's pretty easy to get started in Flask. What we're going to want to do is create a new Python file. So I'm just going to do that right here. I'm going to call it main.py. And I'm going to go ahead and import Flask. So I'm going to say from Flask import Flask. Then I'm going to create a default instance of Flask. So I'm going to say application equals Flask with a default name. And then I'm going to run this instance of Flask. So I'm going to say application.run. So let's actually go ahead and run this and see what happens. So we've created an instance of Flask and we've decided to run this instance. And when I run this script, we get the following. So we're hosting Flask on the local host or 127.0.0.1, and the default port is 5000. So if we were to connect to 127.0.0.1 port 5000 in the browser, we would get our Flask application. Now, there's no content to display because we haven't defined any content for Flask to display. And if you haven't already guessed it, that's what we're going to go ahead and do next. So to display content on the browser, we're going to need to write some HTML, and we're going to need to create an HTML template. I'm not going to go too in depth into HTML here or talk about the different idiosyncrasies of the language as a whole. Instead, I just want to go ahead and create essentially a hello world version of HTML. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new HTML file, and I'm going to call it home.html. And in this home.html file, I'm just going to go ahead and type hello world. Now, this is the furthest thing from what you would actually find on a web page, but this is just to get you started understanding how we can display content in the browser using Python. Flask is going to go ahead and look for our HTML templates in a default folder relative to the script containing our instance of Flask. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and create a folder in the same path as the script containing the Flask instance, and I'm going to call it templates. And then I'm going to move the home.html file to the templates folder. Now that Flask knows where to look for our home page template, we can create a new URL rule so that Flask knows what to display when the user goes to the local host on the default port. So I'm going to create a new function, and I'm going to call it home page. And for now, I'm just going to leave this function blank, and I'm going to be adding a decorator. And this decorator is going to tell Flask when to route to this specific template. So I'm going to say application.route, and since it's a home page, I'm just going to use the default URL with a backslash. Now we need to render some content to be displayed when we arrive at the home page. The home page being the local host on the default port, localhost port 5000. And to do that, I'm going to import render template from Flask. So I'm going to import render template. And now in the home page function, I'm going to return render template and then the template that we just created, home.html. And what that's going to do is it's going to say, okay, Flask, go to the templates folder and grab the home.html template and display it to the user whenever they arrive at this URL. So I'm going to run this instance of Flask, and I'll meet you in the web browser. So here we are in the web browser. I just ran Flask and I went to localhost port 5000. You can accomplish the same thing by going to 127.0.0.1 port 5000. And you're going to go ahead and arrive at the home page for our web application. And in this case, we're displaying the home.html template, which we wrote hello world. So this is all good, but the main purpose of using Flask to build a web application on top of Python is to communicate Python variables to the front end. In this case, it's through the home.html template we created so that the user can interpret and read the information that's being computed on the back end through Python. And to do that, we're going to be using Jinja, and that's going to allow us to pass Python variables dynamically to the HTML template to display to the user in the web browser like this Hello World template does. Okay, so we're back in Python, and if Flask didn't install it with your pip install Flask, you're going to want to go ahead and install Jinja with a pip install Jinja. And once you've done that, we're going to use it to communicate Python variables to our home.html template. So for starters, I'm just going to create a new Python variable, and I'm just going to call it name, and I'm going to say name is equal to Roman. Now I want to display this variable name and its contents on the home.html template. How do I do that? Well, fortunately for us, we can use Jinja, and Jinja is going to make this an extremely painless process. So I'm going to go into my HTML, and I'm going to create a set of two curly brackets. So I'm going to say curly bracket, and I'm going to write name. So what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to pass information to this name variable in the home.html template. And how do I do that? Well, in render template, when we actually render the home.html template, I'm going to say, hey, name in the home.html template is equal to the name variable that we defined right here. And if this isn't clear, this variable can be anything we want it to be. It could be x, and we would say x is equal to name. It doesn't matter what we define this variable as, so long as we reference it correctly when we're passing information or the relevant information that we want to display to it. So now I'm going to go ahead and rerun this, and I'll meet you in the browser. So here we are in the browser, and this is the previous instance that I have still loaded up. And what I'm going to do now is refresh the page. I'm just going to hit enter, and boom, we have Roman. That is the variable that was declared in Python, passed to our home.html template, and is now being displayed to us on this home template. So this is essentially everything you need to get started with web application development in Python. You know how to create an instance of Flask, create a new URL rule to route to a specific template that we created in HTML, and more importantly, we can pass Python information to that template using Jinja. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you with that, and I encourage you to mess around with Flask and Jinja and see what it's capable of. Maybe do some computations in Python and try displaying it to a HTML template using Jinja. And in later videos, I'm going to dive into including JavaScript and Ajax to help make your web page significantly more dynamic and increase the overall functionality.